Hello and welcome back to another in-depth weather video. Today we're going to be talking about Tropical Depression 6E that has just formed in the Eastern Pacific. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another in-depth weather video. Here is Tropical Depression 6E. Current maximum sustained winds of 35 miles an hour, or 30 knots. Minimum central pressure of 1,007 millibars, and it is moving west at 16 miles an hour, or 14 knots. Now, this storm really hit me by surprise because none of the models were showing it forming. But if you look at the satellite imagery, which we will hear in a few minutes, it does show some sort of tropical development. So let's go to the warnings and cone, where this is showed to become a tropical storm pretty quickly, and then downgrade to a tropical depression by Wednesday. So it seems like this is going to be a very short-lived storm. If it does get named, it'll be shown in the title. I'll probably start it off as Tropical Storm Douglas video. We are at Douglas. And if it stays a tropical depression, it'll be reflected in the title of this video. So right now it's a tropical depression. They're forecasting it to strengthen into a tropical storm, but then downgrade by the end of the week. So wind speed probabilities, and let's actually combine that with the arrival time. So this is exactly what I was saying by that, because these wind speed probabilities for something that is expected to become a tropical storm through the National Weather Service eyes has very low wind speed probabilities. This is the chance of receiving tropical storm force winds, and the highest I can see here is right here, and that's 20 to 30%. So a 20 to 30% really doesn't scream tropical storm to me. To me, you would have to have greater than 50 to really scream tropical storm. But it is being shown to become a tropical storm, and most of the tropical storm force winds will be toward more current time, and that larger zone of more probable wind speeds will shrink and shrink as we go on. So if it does become a tropical storm, it's mostly going to be in the next few hours here. So as I said earlier, this will be Tropical Storm Douglas if it does form. And let's just move on here. Here is the East Pacific geocolor loop for the satellite. I couldn't get the TD6 loop to work. It was kind of just freeze framed. But we can do the poor man's zoom here. Kind of just increase the image here. So this is post-tropical cyclone Christina. This is TD6. So TD6E is right here. That'll eventually move this way. So Christina was kind of in this area before, and then it kind of started to move up north. Now this is about parallel with Hawaii, but it's kind of close to tip of Baja California here in the East Pacific. So you can see some good centrifugal rotation, but this definitely does look tropical depression. You can tell it's pretty clear. Really doesn't have that real strong circulation that you can see in post-tropical cyclone Christina. So, and the rotation is kind of lacking a little bit. So we could see something develop here, but it will take a few hours, and it will take a lot of energy for this to actually form. Now, I want to go to the GFS, because this does not show anything. Here it is, technically. It's not showing anything. It's showing something. Here's Tuesday, but it's not showing anything very strong. It's showing Christina, it's not really showing this. So, if this does happen, we're probably going to have to go blind from the model standpoint. The models are not showing anything. So, here's the Canadian. It's not showing anything either. It's not showing anything really forming out of this storm. It's just showing just the disturbance. Now, if we go to the European model, we can only get the vorticity. It's not really showing anything much either. I mean, it's showing a little bit more than the GFS and the Canadian, but based on the models, you would think that there's nothing going on. So I don't know if there's just a gap in the data, but there's, at least when I'm looking at the Tropical Tidbits models, there's nothing there that shows this becoming a tropical storm. Nothing there. So here's Christina, right? Like, it shows that there's a decent amount of vorticity in here. We're not seeing that for TD6. So if this does happen, we're just gonna have to go off of the actual satellite imagery and whatever the hurricane hunters find out, because we're not gonna get much assistance from the models. The models are kind of keeping us a little blind with this storm, so we're just gonna have to keep looking back at the geocolor image. I think this is the GOES 17 satellite that in the tropical Pacific. So, I mean, if this does get named, it'll be Tropical Storm Douglas. But currently, it is Tropical Depression 6E, and it is currently right off the coast of Mexico here, and it is expected to move west and become Tropical Storm Douglas, and then be downgraded by Wednesday. So very short-lived, if it even happens. The title of this video will reflect what happens with this storm.